Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all. And we've still got 2 days remaining for Great League Remix. So I've brought you my best battles from the week for Great League Remix. And yeah, you can just pick one team from this video and get going in the Great League Remix, as still 2 days is remaining. And I guess day after tomorrow, league rotations are about to start. And please comment if you want the video for best cores for Great League or Ultra League. And yeah, without any further ado, let's start the video. Into the first battle, it's going to be Stunfisk Unova, which is not that good for us, so I swapped into my Quagsire since we got 2 good answers for that. And I just go for the Aqua Tail in 5, and they're not swapping. Now, they might be really weak against this thing, and even though they are Ufisk, Unova, Stunfisk, they are not really swapping. So I'm just throwing these, spamming these Aqua Tails, and they're just overloading on energy, and now they're throwing. Now at this point I can tank like 2 Mud Bombs, and I just go for another Aqua Tail. Look how spammy this thing is. They went double shield down now. So what I'm thinking is this Mud Shot is still not gonna knock us out, and I'm just gonna let my Quagsire go. I'm gonna take the shield advantage, 2 shields, and it's gonna be good for me, and that's what I was thinking. And I'm coming here with my Poliwrath. I still got 2 shields. I'm gonna shield the first one. I'm gonna shield Discharge, and this is going to be the Discharge. Now I'm thinking to counter them down, hoping they will not get to the Discharge, but they get to the move, and I was hoping it was the Mud Bomb, and it was the Mud Bomb. And they come in with their Wall Rain and try to catch the move into their Sableye. I come in with my little Ninetales now, Shadow. Now 2 Weather Balls is going to be enough from here. And it doesn't matter what they throw, because I'm going to let this go and let my little Ninetales go, even if it's going to be the return. Yeah, that is going to be the return that takes us out. And I don't want to take more Shadow Claw damage, so I throw the Icy Wind. And it's only going to be their unshielded Wall Rain with a shield Poliwrath here. I can just go for counters and 2 Scalds to win this game. Now I was worried they might get to double Icicle Spear here. Want to take our shield, and yeah, this is going to be Icicle Spear shielded, and I will get to the Scald. From that point, Icy Wind might have KO'd, but I was not sure. And yeah, so we take the victory there. GG. Moving on to another game, it's going to be Alolan Ninetales against our Poliwrath. And I just stayed because they've got Powder Snow. If they had Charm, I would just swap. I just build up to Scald, and then for the Icy Wind. A lot of the A9s shield, and that's what they do. Now what I'm thinking is I'm not bothering to build up to the Scald, and I called it, and that was the Weather Ball. Alright, I called it. And I was thinking, even if it's going to be Psyshock, it's debuffed, and I'm not gonna shield. I can tank 1. That's what I was thinking. Now I just throw the Icy Wind before they throw another one, and I'm gonna tank. And they threw the Dazzling Gleam. That knocks us out, even though that was very debuffed. Now I come in with my A9 Shadow of my own, and just tank 1. This is going to be just Weather Ball, and farm them completely down. Have a lot of energy. And let's see what they bring in. They bring in their Swampert. We got a lot of energy, and we still got 2 shields. They only got 1 shield. So this is going to be very decent amount of damage with the Shadow A9. And 2 Weather Balls plus Powder Snows are going to be enough to knock this thing out. And they throw the Hydro Cannon. We got the shield. Definitely need to shield the Hydro Cannon from Swampert against A9. And they let us farm. Okay, so they had Poliwrath, alright. So we can just throw the Psych Shock and get the shield here. Definitely going to be shielded. And they don't shield it, alright. They don't shield. That did a lot of damage, and we can just go for the Weather Ball here. I didn't build up to the... Now I come in with my Quagsire and throw this Aqua Tail. There we go. They like expect 5 Mud Shots for the Mud Bomb, and it's just 4 for the Aqua Tail. And anything I can tank here. And we took... our Mud Shot was registered, and this Poliwrath will go down. Oh, it was not battle. So 2 more. Moving on to the first game, it's going to be Lucario in the lead against our Mantine. Now, even though they're fighter, they're also steel, so flying attacks are just going to be neutral. And I catch their Thunder Punch, and I remembered they had Thunder Punch attack update, and it's going to be resisted by Gligar. They bring in their Quagsire, which kind of makes sense because Quagsire needs to land multiple of those moves, multiple of those Stone Edges against Mantine. It's kind of kind of struggle against Mantin, but not that much, so that's why they bring in their Quagsire here, and those Aqua Tails would do super effective damage against our Gligar, and which is a good answer against Gligar if it has Aqua Tail. So just they shielded our Dig, so I'm just gonna shield this because they have got a lot of energy, and I'm gonna force them to throw their energy. And yeah, I did that. I also tried to catch, but I couldn't catch, so it's fine. They threw their energy there. Now I can come in with my Serperior against their Mudboy, and they bring in their Mantine. Now I throw the Ice Beam here, and they decided to shield the first one. They're playing very safe here. So I'm gonna tank whatever they're gonna throw. I'm not gonna shield my Mantine here. I will reach to another Ice Beam here, and we'll throw that. The thing is, after this Ice Beam, they will reach to double Aerialist before I reach to my another Ice Beam, which will be enough to knock us out. And I'm not gonna shield my Mantine. The thing is, our Serperior is gonna be alone in this battlefield against all their 3 Pokemon. So what I'm gonna do here is just gonna tank one Aerialist and throw 2 Aerialists at this Mandibuzz, because one is not gonna be enough. And I'm gonna tank one here. I have to tank one because they'll easily get to 2 Aerialists. Aerialist is a spammy move, and we just like shield this one. I was hoping, not hoping, I was guessing them to catch, but they didn't try to catch there. I threw the Aerialist. This is gonna be enough. Now it's gonna be Lucario and Quagsire remaining. And let's see what they decide to bring. Definitely it's gonna be Lucario, right? They bring in their Lucario and they try to catch it into their Quagsire. I don't throw. This is going to be the Aqua Tail. I'm going to tank this. This is resisted. And I'm going to farm them all the way down. Now I've got double. And I was hoping one counter would not knock me out. That registered there. And this Frenzy Plant is not going to be enough. And I throw another move. I had another one. And this is going to be enough. And we take the victory in the first battle. Look at how much health our Serperior has. It was kind of very close game. And another game is going to be Jellicent. Alright, Jelly. Now, I know that if we shield Shadow Ball and 2 shield scenario, it's going to be fine for us. And I threw earlier in 5 hexes, but I think I over-tapped there. Just throw the Aerialist, and let's see what they decide to do here. And they decide to catch the Aerialist into their Steelix, I guess. So I bring in my Gligar. This is most probably going to be Psychic Fang. Psychic Fangs. It's S in Psychic Fangs. Not only Fang, it's Fangs. I just throw the Dig. Now the thing here is they need to throw at least a Crunch to take us out. Our defense is debuffed. Though our defense is dropped, one Psychic Fangs is not still gonna be enough, so I throw the Dig. And let's see. That does a lot of damage, but it didn't knock them out, and we're even on shields here. So what I do is I come in with my Mantine and throw the Ice Beam. That might have been a waste of energy, but what I was thinking was I don't want my Mantine to get Psychic Fangsed and to get defense dropped, because I want to tank. I need to tank one Shadow Ball from this guy if I don't want to invest a shield, right? So I didn't risk. That is why I threw the Ice Beam, and one Aerialist wouldn't have been enough. That's what I thought there. This is gonna be the Shadow Ball. Now we can tank one Shadow Ball pretty comfortably here. If we got Psychic Fang there, it wouldn't have been a lot of damage with that Shadow Ball, and they had a Gligar at the back. As soon as I bring in my Serperior, after 2 fast moves, they bring in their Gligar. Now I was calculating. Alright, we're gonna reach to the move at the same time, and one Frenzy Plant is gonna knock them out, and all I need to do is force their Jellicent to throw the energy against my Serperior, because mine is gonna win the CMP here, and this Frenzy Plant is gonna be enough, and they're forced to throw the Shadow Ball here. Surf is not gonna be enough, and we'll reach the Aerialist. Before we reach to the Aerialist, they throw the Shadow Ball, and we are 1-1 wing attack away from Aerialist, and we take the victory there. That is a GG. Battle. So moving on to first battle, it's going to be, there you go, bad lead already. Shadow Dragonite against Ninetales, and I come in with my Ferrothorn. Now the good thing is they didn't swap, and they might be weak against Ferrothorn at the back. At least that's a good thing. And a lot of the times I had Fairy in the lead, and I swap into my Ferrothorn, and they bring in their Typhlosion, and it's game over. That happened quite a lot in live stream today, and I was like, this team is not working for me. But you know what? They bring in their man team now, and I throw my power whip. This is gonna hurt a lot, and I was hoping them to shield as well, thinking that they might think it's thunder, but I went for power whip. They didn't go for the aerialist. Aerialist might have been enough there. I guess they wanted us to win there. They saw our name and they watch our YouTube videos, I guess, and they wanted us to win. Well, humor, bad humor. And I didn't get to the mirror shot there. So I definitely come in with my Empoleon. Now whatever they're gonna throw at us, we're not gonna shield, and they surrender. So it's a good game. So another battle, it's gonna be Shadow versus Shadow, Galvantula versus Dragonite. Those Volt Switch are neutral, and look at our Dragon Breaths doing damage to them. So this is going to be the lunge, but still I shield. I know that even if it's a lunge, even if I get debuff, this Dragon Claw is still gonna knock them out. So not risking that. Could be discharge, which does a heavy amount of damage even though it's neutral. And it's gonna be Jellicent against our Ferrothorn. Alright, so we just go for the Power Whip here. And they don't like they're there. And we can tank one Shadow Ball. Now what I was thinking is, alright, they're weak against Steel at the back. Yeah, they might be weak against Steel at the back, so I could just go for these Power Whips. Let's see if they decide to go double. Yeah, they went double there. And I thought that I can get to the Power Whip. Now I shield, and I should be able to get to the Power Whip, but there you go, the lag. And it was a lag. Because of the lag, I didn't get to the Power Whip, and it's kind of sad. That's what happens there. And I just go with my Dragon Claw, and I guessed they're just going for the Surf, because even though it's Dragon, it's Shadow Dragonite, it would hurt. And I just come in with my Empoleon to try to catch it. And they bring in their Quagsire. They build up to 3 hexes there. So this is going to be the Aqua Tail, not the Mud Bomb. And I can just throw double Hydro Cannon and take this guy out, because it needs double Hydro Cannon. And the thing is, even though they have energy in their Jellicent, they are forced to throw against our Empoleon. So it's a GG, which is fast from them down. Moving on to the first battle here, it's going to be Shadow Sableye against our Jellicent. Lead bad. So I come in with my Guzzlord, and they bring in their Toxapex. Well, Toxapex is not the great answer against a Guzzlord. Now if we shield one Sludge Wave here, we will be able to flip the switch here, and they need to land the Sludge Wave in order to win this matchup. So we shielded there correctly, so we can just farm a little more and then throw the Dragon Claw. Well, this is not going to be enough, but one Dragon Tail after this is going to be enough. So we were able to flip the switch there. Now they bring in their they bring in their baby of Skeledirge, and that's not good for them. It's really not looking good for our opponent, because yeah, we're gonna align our Stunfisk against their Sableye in later, and Jellicent would be safe here. Now I bring in my Jellicent against this guy. This is a fire. This is our Pokemon is water, so definitely we bring in our Jelly here. Now they throw the Crunch. I tank that. And they bring in their Sableye, but I throw my Surf, because after this Surf, their Shadow and one more move from Stunfisk would knock them out. So I throw the Mud Bomb, but they win the CMP there. This is going to be the foul play. I can tank one, but I decided to shield the first one. Now what I do is just throw the move that was the CMP, and that will knock them out, and they didn't shield it. Now one Disarming Voice is not going to be enough against our Unova Stunfisk. They'll need more than that. And I took the shield from that Mud Bomb, and Mud Bomb number 2 will take them out, which will be reached before them reaching to another of any of their moves. So this Mud Bomb is going to be super effective and will knock them out from that range. And it's a GG. Moving on to another battle, it's going to be AWAC Shadow against Jelly. A lot of Shadow leads, man, and they bring in their Pidgeot. Alright, Pidgeot meets its Nightmare Stunfisk. They're just gonna throw the Feather Dances, we're just gonna throw the Discharges. They shielded our first Discharge. Alright, so this is gonna be the Feather Dance. That does very little, but our attack harshly fell there. We just go for another Discharge. I don't really care about the timings of the moves here in this matchup, because they are really gonna go down no matter how much they like debuff my attack, because it's still gonna be super effective and still gonna do some damage, even though if it's gonna do less damage. So one more discharge will knock them out and I'll reach there. I don't think they will go 2 shields down this early. We have 2 shields remaining, they have 1 shield. They're down on shields and we win the switch as well. So we go for the mud bomb. The mistake that I make here is I stay for too long in this matchup. I let them farm all the way down, and like I kind of forgot that I was heavily debuffed and and I stayed there. Now they've got a lot of energy and I didn't want my jail sent to get hit by the shadow bone, so that is why I brought my Guzzlord, and they kind of stay here and still throw the moves. Like I was guessing it would be the bone club. They throw the shadow bone and I just farm a little, and then coming with my jelly, and they had the shadow victory bell at the back, not looking good for us. I try my best to build up to surf, but I could not. I mean double surf, but I could not. I throw one surf that takes the shield, but I not get to another one. But the thing is, Crunch does a lot of damage against this shadow squishy Pokemon. Almost knocks them out, and one more move, fast move is gonna knock them out. They don't have any shield, so they cannot really fire spin us down. We still got 2 shields. Moving on to the first battle here, it's gonna be Shadow versus Shadow, Hypno versus Alola Ninetales, and I just count up to 4 confusions for the first attack, and then throw the Weather Ball here. They don't shield. Hypno, though its shadow is quite tanky, but it's already into its yellow. And let's go for another Weather Ball after 3 confusions. And yep, let's go. This will knock them out if they don't shield this, and they don't shield, so they go down there. We are a shield down. They bring in the Typhlosion. I bring in my Quagsire after I see the Typhlosion. I save my Ninetales and then go for the Aqua Tail, but they bring in their Poliwrath. Alright, now we don't have Mud Bomb. This is where, if you have Mud Bomb, it would be a good, a fine neutral move against Poliwrath. And if you don't have Mud Bomb in your Quagsire, it's just gonna be just Aqua Tails with, well, you can throw Stone Edge. Like, if you can only throw one, then Stone Edge would do a little more damage than Aqua Tail. But anyways, it's gonna be Water versus Water Aqua Tail and Rock versus Fighter Stone Edge. So yeah, Mud Bomb is the way to go against Poliwrath, but we don't have it, unfortunately. And yep, now what I do here is I think I come in here with my Poliwrath to, like, you know, okay, I come in with my Ninetales and throw the Weather Ball. And I had Weather Ball stored here, and they like let their Poliwrath go. They come in with their I mean, it's only the Typhlosion remaining, and I come in with my Poliwrath, so I shield the first move here, Thunder Punch. Now they got 2 shield. This Thunder Punch is gonna hurt, but it is not gonna be one-shotting our Poliwrath. I don't throw the energy. I know it's only gonna be the fast move game, so they lose there by 2 shields, and it's a GG. Moving on to another game. It's just a good lead for us, very good lead, and would have been good. Okay, it's also Clodsire. I come in here with my Quagsire. Quagsire versus Clodsire is a very better matchup for, I mean, Quagsire. Well, if it had Mud Bomb, it would have been a lot better, but Aqua Tail is fine as well, because Aqua Tail is also super effective against that ground. And now let's go for another Aqua Tail here, and before they get to their move, I throw the Aqua Tail here, forcing them to like go down or either shield. And yep, we are even in shield, and we will get to the Stone Edge before they completely farm us down. Let's go for the Stone Edge here, and this will do super effective damage, but not enough. But that did quite a lot of damage. Coming with my Ninetales, and they had a Crocodile at the back. So it's gonna be Poliwrath against the Fire type. I shield the Disarming Voice there, and yeah, it was tough for our opponent. It was very tough for our opponent. It was our opponent was hard countered all the way, and I can just shield this one. Yep, I can just shield this one and just like go for the move here. Okay, I didn't go for the move there. I know it won't KO us. And yep, I can just like fast move them down and just for the Icy Wind against this. Okay, they surrender. Alright, so it's gonna be Jellicent in the lead against Ferrothorn. Bad one for us, not good. And we'll go for the Guzzlord. Now first one is Steel against this Dragon. So Grass against our Jellicent Water. So not good, and they're not swapping. So this is gonna take a while now because it's going to be Steel versus Dragon, and both of them doesn't have like super effective move against each other. So our trainer here is running Brutal Swing. Alright, so let's just go for the Brutal Swings, and it's gonna take a while. Now it's already been so long, and it's only been like halfway there. Both Pokemons are in half health, and our opponent commits to shield. Now I don't think our trainer is gonna shield here. Yeah, so he's gonna tank another Mirror Shot as well. I think so, because we can tank one. Well, yeah. So he goes and tanks another one, and they throw the switch and come in with their Tentacool and meets the Ghost back again. It's not gonna be good for our opponent now. They're already a shield down, so they didn't really have answer against our Guzzlord. So we can just go for the Shadow Ball here. They threw the Acid there. Just going for the Shadow Ball. I believe one Shadow Ball and then overload on energy and then surf this Tentacool. That would be the play. Even if it's called, we're gonna tank it. It's Acid Spray. All right. So just go for the surf. Yeah, you don't want to throw Shadow Ball for that range, right? So let's just go for the surf, which is enough. And they had their own Jellicent. Now this Shadow Ball is gonna take one. Won't take their final shield for sure. And yep, they shielded, and it's our Typhlosion against their Water Jellicent. We're definitely gonna shield the surf here. And there's the food delivery notification. And let's just go for the Fire Blast. Now if we had Thunder Punch, it would have been a lot better. Now we have Fire Blast. We gotta throw the Fire Blast, and they try to catch it and they failed it. Let's go for the Fire Blast against Jellicent, which is not effective, but still it's gonna do a lot of damage, and it did, which was like not enough. But this sort might just be enough to knock our Typhlosion. It wasn't, but one Hex is gonna knock us out. But let's see. Oh, we're in a tough spot. Oh, we got a Dragon Claw stored in our Guzzlord. That's amazing, and we take the victory here. GG's there. So another battle. It's going to be Charizard. Very good lead for us. Let's see what our opponent decides. Oh, they're staying there. They're staying there. That's a strong move. This is just going to be Dragon Claw, I believe. We just reached our Surf. So yeah, it was the CMP, and the Surf is gonna do a lot of damage if it goes unshielded, and they don't shield. Wow, that's a brave game play by our opponent. So they might be ABA. Let's see. ABA weak against. Oh, they throw the Blast Burn now, and they. Oh man, they come in with their Jellicent. We couldn't throw the Shadow Ball. Was it the overtap? Oh my gosh. And we come in with our Guzzlord, and they come in with their Quagsire. Now, not really good for our trainer here. He's gonna sack his Typhlosion, I believe. I think, yeah, that is the way there. Okay, he tanks one Mud Bomb in his Typhlosion. Before he reaches to the Blast Burn, they throw another one, take our Typhlosion out. No use for Typhlosion there. But still winnable. They still got two Pokemon and two shields. They're gonna commit one here. And let's just try to take this Quagsire out, and then nothing from our Jellicent is going to be effective against our Guzzlord, right? Surf against the Dragon, Shadow Ball against the Dark. That's the incredible typing Guzzlord has, and that helps a lot. And they come with their Jelly. I believe their Quagsire is one Dragon Tail away from getting knocked out. And yeah, they just go for the Shadow Balls here. Let's see. And yeah, now they're going for the Surfs. One more Surf might knock us out. We have double Brutal Swing though. Alright, that's gonna be like, and one was enough. They didn't shield, so Quagsire is just one fast move away. And we now moving on to first game. There you go, Carbink, not good for us, and I don't have Water Pulse. Now I change into Water Pulse after this game, after this battle, I switch into Water Pulse. And there we go, we kind of sack our Mantine, and we take the move, and then come in with our Gligar, and there you go. Our opponent brings in the Fighter against our Flyer. These all battles were done in live stream. And there we go, I shield the Leaf Blade because I know 2 Leaf Blades is going to be enough from Gallade, and you're going to see how much damage a Leaf Blade is going to do, even though if it's not Shadow. There you go, this one is going to do cool amount of damage. And yeah. So we throw another aerialist, and let's see if they decide to shield this one or not. Now, if they shield this, they will go 2 shields down. So yeah, they didn't shield, and they coming back with their carving. Now, this was really good for us because both our Pokemon are not good against carving, right? So I go for dig straight, and I know if they don't throw the energy, I will get to another dig, and we get the dig in time. And I think they're forced to shield here, but they don't shield, which is even great for us. And it's gonna be the Ninja Turtle Chestnut. That's gonna be its nickname. Well, the nickname is longer than the original name, Chestnut Ninja Turtle, but let's call it Ninja Turtle. And I know I've already won this game after seeing this Chestnut, and yeah, it's a GG. So moving on to another battle, it's going to be Mantine against Abomasnow. Now there you go. Now, weak against ice. Both our Pokemon are weak against ice. So Mantine is not weak against ice. It's only neutral. It's also water there. So they're throwing the Weather Ball here. It's all gonna be Aerial Ace and Weather Ball games. But if they decide to go for Energy Ball, that would be doing more damage. So let's see if they decide to go for the Energy Ball. They didn't shield the first Aerial Ace. Now I'm going straight for Aerial Aces. And no risking here. Not risking anything because I either want to grab a shield at least or take this thing out because I've got Mantine and Mandibuzz and Gligar at the back. They come in with their Gligar, keeping some health in their Abomasnow. I come in with my Mandibuzz. Now let's go, Triple Flyer team. And yeah, you guys can run this team. I found Magnezons, I guess 1 or 2 Magnezons today morning during my all sets. And I just lost, I guess, Magnezon. Magnezon, Shadow Magnezon, to be honest. I need to be honest with you guys, right? Team is definitely weak against Magnezon. Now, even against Gligar, Magnezon does wild amount of damage from that Wild Charge. And one of the battle, I made a mistake not shielding Wild Charge. Now, okay, let's get into this battle here. Now, I was already calculating that I have a lot of health still in my Mantine to be able to handle that Aerial Ace, but they couldn't get to the Aerial Ace from the Gligar, and it was a Poliwrath at the back. Now they will throw the Icy Wind here. Even though this is going to be debuffed, it's still going to do a lot of damage, but I'll get debuffed again since they will throw Icy Wind again. And I'm definitely going to shield this. So it's only their Poliwrath, and this is still not going to be enough because we're heavily debuffed here. And the thing is, they're still forced to throw there, so I tried to catch. And yeah, I had already won this game, and this was just the second battle today morning's live stream.